across this, a starfish, reminding me of a story that I had where there was a guy walking down the beach just after a storm, and all the beach was littered with all these starfish. They were all dying. So he's walking along and he's picking the starfish and he's throwing them back into the ocean. And then an older fellow comes up to him and he says, "What are you doing?" He says, "Oh, I'm throwing these starfish back in the ocean because they'll die if they stay up here on the beach." And he says, "But there's thousands on this beach. You can't help them all." And he says, "But this one I can." Throws back in the ocean. So it's one step at a time. Whatever you can do for the environment, whatever you can do for peace, whatever you can do to move the balance towards something that's sane, it's always a good effort, no matter how insurmountable the task is.
Welcome to Treaty 6 land. What an honor it is to come and to celebrate our Mother, the Earth, and that we as people have to realize and spread the word that whatever we do to Mother Earth, we do to ourselves, especially our children and those yet to come.
This has been happening in Edmonton for 25 years, so I would like to thank the people that initiated Earth Day in Edmonton in 1991, people like Tommy Hamus, and he'll tell you the other names. Miles Kitagawa, environmental groups. There's also Peter and Mary that kept it going for many years, and Janice and Michael that kept it going for a huge number of years. So I would like them to all come up here and be on stage with me. And I would really love if people could give them a round of applause for all the work that they have done over the years. 25 years! Woo! No go-to, eh? Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
We're masters of our world. At least we think we are. But we're really wrecking everything. This destruction has gone too far. We're making a footprint on the planet, large enough that we can fall right through. So we're marching in the street, burn the pavement with our feet. It's just the start of what we need to do.
United, we'll never be defeated. The workers.
Your voices were really powerful because the unions were the ones that built this country. And if it wasn't for you, we'd probably be still working at $3 an hour, working as slaves like they do in other countries. But in Canada, at least we're a little bit better off. And thanks to the unions for doing that.
Hello, sisters and brothers and comrades. Welcome to May Day! I tell you, this day we need to celebrate. It holds a special meaning for me. It was 25 years ago today that I helped lead AUP Local 6 on a 22-day illegal strike. 25 years ago. And you never forget those kind of struggles. You never forget. And this is our day when we share our history and our struggles with workers around the world. A day of recognition that the modern society and the modern economy we live in is built on the backs of workers' labor. But it's also a recognition that those workers do not share in the fruits and efforts of their labor. And that's why we need to stand up. We need to celebrate our strength and our solidarity and recommit our struggles to build a better world for all. And we owe this commitment to the generations of workers who came before us, fighting for the basic rights of workers and all humanity. We owe it to the current and future generations of workers to lead the way in the struggle against dictatorial governments, and abusive bosses.
Yeah.
And we do this knowing that the universal struggle for equality and dignity is something we share with the working class worldwide. Yes, we are working class and we're proud. You know, and on this May Day, I want to also offer thanks on behalf of AUPE's entire membership. AUP has been engaged in massive struggles with the government to fight for our basic collective bargaining rights, safe working conditions, our pensions and our freedom of speech. And I know that you out there and many others have supported us in those struggles, and we would not have been victorious without your support. So thank you from AUP to you. You know, and sharing that support and solidarity, that's what it means to be working class. The bonds of solidarity that link us from worksite to worksite, community to community, province to province, and nation to nation. And let's keep working hard and struggling to make those bonds of solidarity even stronger on May Day and every day. Solidarity, sisters and brothers!
For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. Now the women of the union, we have just begun to fight. And we fight for women's issues and we fight for women's rights. And together with our brothers we will win equality. For the women make the union strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
Rats will tell us lies, keep secrets, goons and spies, keep Alberta rat-free, fumigate the ledge, fumigate the ledge, fumigate the ledge, keep Alberta rat-free, fumigate the ledge.
I am pleased and honored to participate in this rally. We need to come together as a people. Now is the time to change what is going on with our governments. And really, people have to vote. And your vote is your voice for change. So let's give a loud cheer for change in this province and right on to fumigate this building. Hi, hi.
50 years ago, we made a pledge as a nation that no Canadian would ever have to die because they can't afford health care. We made a pledge as a nation that no Canadian would ever have to not be able to receive health care because they can't afford it. And that's a pledge that we continue to fight for. That's a pledge that we continue to vote for in every single election because public policy is determined by whatever party is in power. In this austerity budget that we saw at Jim Prentice's table in March, what we're seeing is a misdirection, a wrong direction of where our healthcare needs to be. With $1 billion cut in our healthcare system, we're not going to see the level or efficiency of healthcare that we need to see. And this is something that we want to remind Albertans when they go and vote on May the 5th. This government's had over 43 years to make it work. They've had 43 years in which to implement policy, long-term solutions to long-term solutions to our healthcare problems. And now it's time that we call them to task.
When the Alberta budget was introduced in March, the government trumpeted the fact that Alberta's per capita spending on health care is among the highest in Canada. And that's what they wanted you to know. What they didn't want you to know was that they got that data from a Canadian health information report that also notes that the portion of healthcare spending that goes towards seniors care in Alberta on a per capita basis is 19% below the average of all the other jurisdictions in Canada.
When the budget was tabled on March 26, the government spoke about a cut to 3% to the non-teaching portion of a school board's budget. Little did you know that in that portion of the budget, the grants to support the most vulnerable students in our schools would be within that portion.
So, while Jim Prentice was touring the province in early March before the provincial budget and telling us all that we were facing a $7.5 billion shortfall and that we needed to make the tough decisions because of that $7.5 billion shortfall, we at Parkland Institute released a piece of research that said if we were to return to the individual and corporate tax levels we had in this province before the year 2000, we would instantly generate an extra $6.4 billion in revenue this year.
Poverty still sits in Canada and is knocking at your door. That person may seem strange when they asking for your change, but before you're quick to blame, hear their story, ask their name. The streets can be relentless and wash away the tears, so please don't let these voices go fall upon deaf ears. My voice, your voice, no blind eyes, this is our choice. Can't ignore their eyes cause the struggle is real. No shoes, no roof, no meal. My voice, your voice, no blind eyes, this is our choice. Can't ignore their eyes cause the struggle is real. No shoes, no roof, no meal. See, poverty, it sees no age, gender, color, or creed. Sometimes a little help is all you need to get on your feet. It's time for the restructure, social programs and a game plan. Put ourselves out in the rain, man. It ain't too late to save them. Some can only try to struggle to get by. Such a sad sight on a cold night, and it's a fight just to survive. The underlying issues tend to never be addressed, like the addictions, mental illness, past abuse, even stress. Determined cause and the effect, turn neglect into respect. Yes, we all bleed the same color red. Last time I checked, show compassion in these days. Stay united in our ways, equality, and being true to every single word and phrase. It could be me, could be you, but the bottom line is us. It's a must. We put the trust within ourselves with any luck. Now we're here to sing these words in the midst of voices heard. Let us demonstrate in hopes it resonates throughout the world. My voice, your voice, no blind eyes, this is our choice. Can't ignore their eyes cause the struggle is real. No shoes, no roof, no me.